Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got the American League Wild Card Series on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Cleveland Guardians. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for game 2, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And starting this one, Tristan McKenzie.
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch to contact, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him. And he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire. So he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
Ready to go? And into the box for Baltimore, Jorge Mateo. The 1-1. Just off the outside part of the plate. Swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
The 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. Swings and misses. And that's the first out.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. And that one almost got him. Strike 2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
3-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Quan settles underneath it. And puts the squeeze on that. And there are 2 down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, you know, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day in and day out.
2 down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. Back here in Cleveland, our starter in this one, Cal Quantrill.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Mateo makes the grab, 1 away. And let's take a look at the lineup. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Quantrill back to work. That's to third. Whips it to Mountcastle. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
Quantrill back to work. Good eye right there. Kicks and fires. High fly ball right field. Mateo trying to get there. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. The Guardians go down in order. We played an inning, no score. Here in Cleveland, second inning set to go. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Next pitch misses outside. And now 3-1. There's a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And next for the Orioles, Ramon Urias. The line to kick the pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Well, Ramon Urias, spectacular defender, won a Gold Glove in 2022 and became the first Orioles third baseman to win a Gold Glove since, you know who, Boo?
Manny Machado?
That's right, in 2015. He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
No score here in the second. In the air, left field, down the line. Pulls it in on the run. Out number 2. And now it's Austin Hayes. And the righty deals. That one fouled off. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a pitch. Hard hit right side. Toss to Naylor, and that is that. So they go quietly there. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. Bottom of the second. Stepping in, Teoscar Hernandez.
The right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's a 1-1. And he takes a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Wow, nice play, and very nicely done for the out.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down, and if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Now he turns and heads for second. And it's a one-out double for the first hit of the game.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
One down. And the batter now, Oscar Gonzalez. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. And downstairs, Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Boog, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
The 3-1. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Mateo tracks it down for the out.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Jimenez tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he went around, according to Patrick Johnson. Quantrill ahead 1-2. Stays alive. And a ball evens the count.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And now 2-2. Got it by him for the K.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now at Progressive Field. And now the catcher comes up to him. Adley Rutschman. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Kicks and deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Now here is Colton Cowser. Next pitch is outside.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
One down, base is empty. Off the mark there. And now 3 balls and a strike. And now it's filled up. Top of the 3rd, no score. And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Struck him out looking. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, and we are still scoreless. Welcome back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And here's the rookie center fielder, George Valera. 1-2 here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Left-hand batter waits. And 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Bounced up the middle. Whips it to Mountcastle. Gets the catcher by a step.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Back to the top of the lineup. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. And a pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Booyah! He powers one out to right field, and the Guardians jump in front. It's 1-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's a speed threat, Ahmed Rosario. The 2-1. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, and now here's a speed threat, outfielder Jorge Mateo. Going to count 1-2.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
On the ground to third. Zips it across. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
The Orioles hitless so far in the game. The 1-1 is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Next one just misses. Full count, 3-2. Righty delivers. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Oh, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. McKenzie over to first, and he dives back in safely. Singing Ryan Mountcastle, a former first-round pick by the Orioles in 2015. Here's the thing that gets me, though. He owns his own karaoke machine. And can I tell you, I've never done karaoke in my life.
You got to try it sometime.
Singy, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Yeah, probably some song that'll cost us too much to mention in this broadcast.
Next pitch is outside. And the right-hander deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Valera makes the grab, and that will end the inning. And the Orioles leave one. They still trail 1-0. And welcome back. Bottom of the fourth. Here's Jose Ramirez.
The third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So now 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Got him swinging.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And Cleveland on top 1-0. That one lifted to left. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Runner on at first with one gone. Here's Josh Naylor. Doubled in his first AB. The 1-1. And there's a ball. Hernandez leads off first with one away. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Booyah! A 2-run homer, and they add a couple more. It's 3-0.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And stepping in is the speedy Oscar Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Out towards right center field. Mateo trying to get there. Makes a nice running catch. And the inning is over. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 3-0. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Ramon Urias.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The flip to the pitcher covering. One up, one down.
Now the left fielder, Austin Hayes.
Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Orioles. Grounded out his first time. The Orioles yet to pick up a hit here. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is. And that's...
This one is smashed down the right field line. Way back there. Fair and gone. That was a moonshot, and they inch closer. It's 3-1.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. And here it comes. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. And a 1-2. Sets him down looking. Throws him with the heater at the knees. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the center fielder, George Valera. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. And a 1-2. Well struck right field. Mateo ranging back, reaching for it, and brings it in.
I tell you what, this is a really cool feeling when you can make that kind of catch over the shoulder. Doesn't happen very often. It's not easy, but he made it look easy right there. Nice job.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. The pitch. Left field. Hayes ranging after it. He's got it, and there's two away.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. 1-2 now. That one missed. Popped in the air. Left field. Hayes makes the play, and it's out number 3. Guardians go down 1-2-3. And the score stays 3-1. Here in Cleveland. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the second baseman, Taron Vavra. And another ball.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
On a line out towards center. And there's one away.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Jorge Mateo now.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
2 outs. That's a little bit low.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
And that one fouled off. And he deals. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Guardians 3 and the Orioles 1. Bottom of the 6th. So in now for Cleveland, Ahmed Rosario.
The shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Foul ball. (3-2) and down on strikes, and that's the first out.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
So digging in, Jose Ramirez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Well, Jose Ramirez had a sensational 2018 season. He became just the 8th player ever to have a season with 30 doubles, 30 homers, 30 steals, and walking more than he struck out. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
The right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Bounced out to short. Henderson tosses to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Guardians fail to score, but they still lead it 3-1. Top of inning number 7, and into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Swing and a miss, 3-2 now.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Swung on, belted. That's back. And it hits the fence. Safely into third with a leadoff triple.
He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. Next pitch is outside.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Valera makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. They trail by 1. It's 3-2.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tristan McKenzie gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Eli Morgan taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 49, Eli.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. That misses. The count now 2-2. And that's in the dirt.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Got him. 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Austin Hayes. The wind and the pitch. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Sam Hentges up and throwing for Terry Francona. De Los Santos getting loose as well. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
The catcher, number 35, Russell.
Two outs, runner at first. Here's Adley Rutschman. He's already homered in this game. 2-1 now. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Hayes off of first with 2 away. Got him. Good job at damage control right there. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. Guardians 3 and the Orioles 2. Bottom of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Misses, and that's ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That's in there. 3-2 now. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Cionel Perez is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Baker, the right-hander, also getting loose. Naylor checks his swing. Appeal to third. Did not go.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And at first, next is the designated hitter, Oscar Gonzalez. Ball to strike. Slice to right. Mateo racing over to make the catch. Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. That's it for Cal Quantrill, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break. Coming on for the Orioles, Cionel Perez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So up next, Andres Jimenez.
Second baseman, Andres.
One-run game, one out, one on.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line. Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
The 2-1. Rudder takes off. Fouls one off. 2-2. And now the lefty. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and yes, he offered at it. The punch out there. That's his second strikeout. Nice work from the Baltimore pen there. 8th inning coming up. Guardians 3 and the Orioles 2. Now on the bump, Sam Hentges.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now the DH, Colton Cowser, who's over 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. In for a strike. It's 2-2. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Emmanuel Clase up and throwing for Terry Francona. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And the batter now, Taron Vavra. Next offering is down low. Jorge Mateo up next. Payoff pitch. Ground ball right side, and he grabs it foul.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
The tying run at the plate. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jorge Mateo. And a pitch. Struck him out looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Here comes a pitch. And 1-2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the eighth. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
The 1-2.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Now snap throw to first. And he's back in safely. The pitch. Good eye right there.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Favre off of first with 2 away. Got him looking. That's the third out.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Keegan Aiken.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Bo Naylor getting ready to hit.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Next offering misses down and away. The 2-1. And that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. The kick, the 3-2. On the ground, could be 2. Henderson tossed to second on a Mountcastle. It's a double play.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Definitely one of the bigger ones in this game. So that double play is going to be one we look back on when this thing is over. Big time execution both on the mound and in the field to get 2 right there.
And the pitch. Bounce to the left side. Whips it to Mountcastle. That ends the frame. Here comes Emmanuel Clase out of the bullpen.
Power slider guy, Bill. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. 1 for 2. And here we are, 9th inning elimination game, and they're trying to keep their season alive. They need him to get on base.
He's got to find a way just to quiet things down, work his way onto the base path so that they can have an inning and get back in this game.
Oh, that got him. And that'll put the tying run on base to start the inning.
You just can't afford to make these kind of mistakes this late in the ball game. You need to make the offense earn everything down the stretch, and that right there was just a freebie.
The pitch. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ramirez on the move. Puts the squeeze on that one. One away.
The batter, the third baseman, Ramon Urias.
Down the third baseman, Ramon Urias. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Next pitch misses way outside. Austin Hayes waiting on deck for the Orioles. The pitch. And ball 4 to a board.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
So digging in, Austin Hayes. 1 for 3. Kicks and fires.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Here's a 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Ball game. They win the series and punch their ticket to the American League Division Series. So the Cleveland Guardians sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins and look ahead now to the Division Series.
Well, they really showed up, Boog, and so did these home fans. A lot of really positive energy in this ballpark, and I'm sure that had some impact at least. And this club has to feel excited moving on to the next round with a lot of good momentum on their side.
And, of course, on the other side, the season comes to a close. It's always great to make the postseason, but it was a short run, and I'm sure that's something they will look to improve upon as they move into the offseason and prepare for next year.
5 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Orioles, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Guardians thank you for your continued support and remind you please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.